Hey, what's going on, guys? How's it going? This is my part two to my part one video on symbolism and its prevalence in music. Because, to be quite honest, it's really the only outlet I have reach upon to make a point of. Anyway, here's some more booklets I found, and it's outside the realm of Behemoth and Cradle of Filth and all those ones that you would, not really put your palm to your forehead in surprise for those people who know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we're going to start off with an underground, and believe me, these guys are fucking underground because they've been around for years and years and they're still underground, which is not a very good sign. But nonetheless, enthroned on Napalm Records. This is their 2004 release, Zes Hereticum. We got a couple of things going on here. Got, as I explained in my first video, the one eye, and look at that, the one eye, and for fuck's sake, I mean, if my point didn't reach you in the first video, these guys probably had hardly enough money to, like, release their album, I mean, they're not well known at all, which is fucking weird, because why would you waste your symbolic patterns on a band like this, where there's probably going to be like 3,000 copies sold in the US. Obviously the label had something to do with this. This is the biggest one here though, like 3 pyramids and like this guy above it, the blonde haired Luciferian looking dude. The 3 is such a sacred it's probably the most, honestly, in terms of every culture in the world, it's probably the most sacred number out there. 3 is it's sacred to the Druids, the Freemasons nowadays, and all that. Everything else, comes up a lot even today. But, the pyramids pointing to a third, or all of them pointing towards the number 3, is very significant. And then you look at this guy, and he's got the Luciferian hair, which, makes you scratch your fucking head. Next one, got this band from Japan, which are actually pretty fucking big. I mean, for the style of music they play, which is not the most radio-friendly style of music, at least most of their songs, they're pretty fucking big. But right off the bat, you go, alright, this is like silly fucking children, oh, I'm artsy artwork, and then you go to the back of the booklet, which coincides with the front, coincidentally, and you got right off the bat. Oh, there you go. If this thing would focus. No, it's not going to focus, is it? Well, just take my word for it. Or you can look it up if you want. It's an eye. Very, very, very ancient-looking drawn eye. With the sun emanating down onto all these pictographs and whatever the hell this shit is. NASA. You have no idea what the hell's going on with these guys' minds because they produce some of the most strange music out there. But I just thought that this particular photograph of whatever the hell they're trying to convey in this is very significant, and probably has a lot more meaning than I can even elaborate on, to be honest with you. There's more of it. The whole rocket thing could signify a sort of male influence or something, but there's something strange about this album. I don't know. I figured I'd get out another In Flames album just to kind of prove my point. This is the one after Colony, which I mentioned in my last video, and it's strange because they chose to use such a profound fucking painting on the front cover of their album by obviously Leonardo da Vinci. And what does it signify? What is this? Why is this painting so revered throughout history? Well, you know what it is? It goes with the whole, like, David Icke vibrational strands and all that shit, and, like, basically everything you see in this world is an illusion. I mean, not to sound cliche and like I've heard this a million times, but it's true. It's all from your fucking mind, because everything's vibrational signals. So what does this signify? The man in all degrees of reach, in his square, the 4 material square reaching out. But what is outside of his fingertips? The actual world and the universe that he sees and perceives. It's right at your fucking fingertips. It's, it's a very, very profound painting, and not everyone's gonna get it, especially the way I just explained it. But if you were to research it, it's mind-boggling. Anyway, so obviously, right off the bat, they're perverting this ancient fucking drawing by Leonardo da Vinci, ancient in our times at least, and it just has so much symbolism behind it in terms of like this means so much to someone who would actually just look at it for a while and just kind of get it, the geometrical patterns and just everything. And then, use it for an album cover, and there's like the fucking Baphomet head, like I said in the first video, in the background with fire, 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 It's all desire. So you don't actually analyze the fucking emblem. You just kind of, in flames, oh my god, fire, 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 don't think, desire, whatever, all that shit. So right off the bat, the cover's just like shit. I mean, when I was younger, I would say, this is a fucking cool cover. Why? Why is it such a cool cover? Well, because it has a spiritual resonance with it that resonates with your subconscious, like I said in the first video. Here we go again. He's standing on the lakes. And there you go again. Okay, we get it. I think we got it at this point. There's the fucking statue of quote-unquote freedom. Oh, shit. Did I say that? I meant liberty. I'm sorry. But here's... Oh! Wow. There she blows. I don't even... I'm not even going to say anything for that one. The Baphomet head. And, flames, male active principle. We get it. We get it. Here's this Korn album. Everyone, fucking listening to it because it's fucking funny to revisit nostalgic music. I'm sure this could have some deep occult reference to this fucking girl in red. Again, desire, fire, flames. We get it. Follow her, red, the girl in the red dress. Remember the Matrix movie where it turns around, the girl in the red dress, that's the guy with the gun? There you go. I'm sure the numerical value has something to do with something, not least that the number 9 is the 9 satanic commandments. You do your homework. But the main thing about this I wanted to point out was this MK Ultra reference. And again, I'm not going to fucking explain MK Ultra to you because you know what? There's so many good websites out there that already do it that I don't want to shit on their work because it's so profoundly said that I just feel like I just couldn't reproduce that. But this is a blatant MK Ultra reference. Blatant. And again, do your homework if you still don't get what MK Ultra is. And look, red room, desire, sexuality, passion, aggression, and there's the white little girl. Very strange. Very, very fucking strange, and sort of reminds me of the state of Hollywood as it is basically. This is This is from my dad's collection. I got CDs from there, pouring them out. This is live. Okay, right off the bat, got this guy with his one eye. I already explained the one eye symbolism to you guys. You should get it by now. And there's this guy with all these occult symbols and one eye. And there's a guy with his classy fedora, and I wish this camera would focus, but it's not going to focus. That is one eye. And then there's this guy with this sphere and one eye. Oh, wow. These guys are definitely not into the occult at all. Their record label isn't either, I can tell you that much. And here's the biggest one. The 4, the material essence of this world, this universe, staring up to the light. Lucifer, the truth. Everybody wants to know what the hell's going on, so let's stare up at the fucking light. Or rather, let's stare up to this album. That would be great too, actually. Let's find this deep inside of our hearts and sort of resonate this with our inner desires for truth on what the hell's going on. Yeah, that sounds great. You know, it's all fucking symbolism, I'm telling you. And yeah, okay, so so you might be scratching your head and saying, well, that doesn't happen to me. That doesn't. Okay, just because it doesn't happen to you specifically, not least because I'm probably describing it to you and it's making sense. So you're probably bringing it into your conscious. Now you're getting all fucking defensive about it. Well, that doesn't make any sense to me because you explain it in that way, and now I kind of realize it. But there are people out there that don't listen to these sort of things that I'm explaining right now, and they fall for the fucking trap. Believe me. Just take my word for it. If not, look at a fucking news site, a media site, and all these fucking fans. And I went into this in my first video. Next album, we got Madonna with the classic oval-based O around the O. What does the O signify? Oh, I don't know. The birth canal, the vagina, the ovaries, everything female you can think of. With the crown over it. The five, whatever those are, standing things, signifying what? The male principle, drive, aggression, active. 5 is active, 6 is passive, hence the male and the female properties. But you guys, she's stripping or whatever the fuck she's doing here. I mean, it's just all fucking, like, male, you gotta say, like, what the hell does my dad have this album? It's like, what the fuck? It's fucking strange. And the last one here is Yes with the Snakes. And if you're a David Icke enthusiast, well, right off the bat, you know what the hell's going on. But that's a separate theory from the fact that snakes in ancient cultures represent wisdom. So either or, you're in a shitload of symbolism right off the bat. And then, this is the main thing I wanted to show you guys. You have both discs, right? You got an open package, red and blue. Well, gee, that doesn't have to do with Freemasonry. No, there's no blue degree or red degree of Freemasonry. Oh, of course not. What am I saying? And, thus, it is what it is. What can I say? But I just, like so many researchers out there have said, if you get it and you do your research and and you get a grasp on certain topics, it's like even the Kabbalion. I just read that one by the 3 initiates. It says, one who hoards knowledge is, words to the effect of a selfish, like, bigot, basically. So I'm trying to do my best to get this word out. I don't fucking care how ridiculous I sound on camera because this is how I talk and that's that. But I'm trying to do my best to just get the word out and try and make a fucking difference because I'm sick of the world and I'm sick of its falsified, personality. Collectively, I'm sick of its falsified personality. There you go. So that's my reasoning. I'm probably going to make a part 3 because this is like pretty easy for me to explain and expand on. So I'll see you guys next time. And, yep, see you later.